I'm actually sitting in my beauty room at my beauty setup. If you are following me on my main channel, you probably recognize this background, but I just wanted to sit down and actually do a little bit of a book haul because I got a couple of books for Christmas and I wanted to show you. Some of them are already unpacked because I got them from, I didn't know what package it was, so I unpacked them. Some of them I did know that it was coming and they are still in the package, and I don't know, as I'm filming this, what is in that, and it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for all of us. I did get 2 books to start with from Emily, who is my digital assistant helping me on my main channel and also on my socials for my own beauty brand, which is Singe Beauty. If you didn't know that I do own my own beauty brand, you could always check it out down in the description box. And she sent me 2 books as a Christmas gift, and I sent her 2 books as a Christmas gift. And she sent me Divine Arrivals, which was her favorite book of this year. She reads a lot, and she's also a beauty YouTuber, and I will leave a link to her socials down below in case you want to check her out. So this is supposed to be like a fantasy. I don't think it's supposed to be high fantasy, but I think it's supposed to be more fantasy realism. Enemies to Lovers is about a journalist that has a mother who's suffering from addiction and a brother who's at the front line of a war, and she is writing letters that seems to be magic somehow, and they disappear when she puts them, sneaks them under the door. They magically disappear and they end up in the hands of her rival at the newspaper where she's trying to get promoted, and they start communicating with each other. And I'm not 100% sure if they know who they're communicating with or if it's a secret, but that's going to be something that I figure out. I'm super grateful that Emily ended up gifting me her favorite book of the year. I cannot wait to read this one, and I think this is supposed to be a young adult. I'm pretty sure this is a young adult, and therefore will be no smut in it. But I love reading about love. I love reading about people falling in love, so I'm very excited to read that one. And then she gave me The Will of the Many, and she gave me this one for the exact same reason why this one has been on my wish list, because this one has been getting glowing reviews. So many people that I watch, so many people that I respect is giving this book a 5-star, and I cannot wait to read this one. This is written by James Islington, and this is about a man who is going undercover at the Republic's War Academy, basically trying to infiltrate and research a murder under the disguise of being a student. And it is a thick one. I think this is like 600 pages plus, but I am so intrigued to read this one, and I'm very grateful to have it. And this is going to be one of the books that I read this year. This is going to be read in 2025. That is my goal for sure, even though it is a thick one. And it is not romantasy. This is a fantasy book, and I do need to be in the mood for something to get into something like this, but I've heard it's amazing, so I'm very excited to have it and very excited to read them. The next ones that I have, let me put them up here. These are all from my friend, my friend Ali Dawson. She also has a beauty channel and she reads a lot as well. And she does upload a little bit of book content on her beauty channel as well. And I will leave that link down below. And we decided to do like a mystery book Christmas exchange. So I sent her a bunch of books and she sent me a bunch of books, and I know that she was filming a book haul, and if that one is already live, I will link that down below in the description box where you can see some of the books that I got her, some of the books that I think her husband got her, and some of the books that she bought herself. So if you want to see what I got her, because I got her some books that were on her wish list and some books that I thought that she should own, and I think she did something similar. And these are in 3 different packages, so I thought we just started with the first one, and we did buy these on Amazon, and I will link all these books down below in case you want to be like, what was she talking about? Where can I read up more about this? Because it's so easy to send to somebody else's address through Amazon. And the first one, oh, What Lies Beyond the Veil. This one was on my wish list because in one of my member chats, I do have a membership on my main channel where we do some Zoom calls. Every month we do a Zoom call where we just hang out and talk about life. Sometimes makeup, sometimes usually mostly life. And we were talking about books. And this one was a book recommendation from someone in the chat. I'm sorry, I don't remember who at this point, but I immediately put it on my wish list. And this is from Harper L. Woods. And this is, oh, look at this. I'm actually getting a tattoo soon with the snake, and this is making me very excited. Once we worshipped them as gods for nearly 400 years, the veil has protected us from the Fae of Alfheim. I would say it like Swedish because this really does sound like they're trying to mimic a Nordic language. In their absence, our lives has shifted from decadence and sin to survival and virtue under the guidance of the new gods. I've spent my entire life tending to the gardens next to the boundary between our worlds, drawn to the shimmering magic like a moth to the flame. Ooh! Oh, and then the veil shatters. This sounds very intriguing. Again, I've heard such great things about this book and I'm very excited. I think this is a series because it says Of Flesh and Bone book 1, so I am very excited to see what that is about. Next one, I think this one has 2 books. This is so fun. This is so fun. Oh, okay, I still have not read book 1. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is Emily McIntyre's Scarred. And I bought the first one that is called Hooked, which I think is a Peter Pan retelling. And this one then is... I don't know what retelling this is. Ooh, but she never expects the scarred prince. So is it Lion King? Like Scar? I have no idea, but I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things about this. This is basically like a dark romance retelling of fairy tales where the bad guy gets the love interest, basically. And I am very intrigued and I need to read Hooked in the worst way. And I'm so excited to already have book 2. I am excited to read... Okay, again, I love me some fae romantasy. But I also love to see other things, to read other things, and I feel like this could be a really nice palette cleanse. And then we have... Oh, I have heard so many people talking about this one. This is Helen Scheuerer? I hope I'm saying that correctly. This is Blood and Steel, and this is the Legend of Tesmar book 1. I have heard incredible things about this, and I've heard so many people refer to the male love interest in this book as their like favorite. So excited. With her death foretold, Althea Soltaire only has 3 years to become what she's always dreamed of being, a warrior legend. Women are forbidden to wield blades, so she has trained in secret her entire life. Now racing against the clock, she fights to secure her place in the elite guild charged with protection of the 5 kingdoms. The sparring and hazing of the new trainees border on deadly, but even more dangerous is her growing attraction to Wilder Hawthorne, which is an awful name. That is like a 5-year-old naming a male love interest. Her unwilling warrior's chaperone. Will Althea pass the perilous initiation test and take her place as a champion of Tesmar, or will the invading evil snatch away her dream before it starts? I'm excited. So this is like an unwilling bodyguard thing? Okay, I'm excited, but I've heard so much about this series while hearing nothing about this series. All the things I've heard about this series has been not about the plot, which may or may not be alarming, but I'm excited. So the rest is in this one right here. So should I just grab in and take one and see if I can like not see the others? Have you been bombarded with people talking about this being one of their favorite books of 2024? Because if so, same. Same. So many people are loving the A Touch of Golden Madness by DeVore or DeVore. DeVore. Princess assassin Grey Munro is ordered by her father to kill the villainous prince responsible for starting a war that threw the world into a post-apocalyptic society. Oh, and apparently she's supposed to murder this man. When she comes face to face to him, she hesitates. Unable to complete the task, Grey must return to the King Palace empty-handed for her annual birthday celebration, to a court of vipers who lie in wait for her to slip on her icy facade. Ooh, I'm very, very intrigued because I don't know 100% what this is about, but just reading the back of this, I mean, there's a lot of text on the back. I didn't read all of it, but reading the back of this is giving intrigues at court mixed with the apocalyptic young adult fantasy that we had back in the days. And I'm very intrigued to see those two worlds meet. So this will be and I've heard so many people love this book, and I really hope that I will too. Okay, there's definitely one more in here. Lady of Darkness. I have heard, again, so much about this without knowing anything about this. I do know that this is a dark romance fantasy. She's owned. Owned by a ruthless assassin lord, Scarlet Monroe and her two sisters have been trained since they were children to torture and take life. Oh, that's giving Book of Azrael. They're the most feared trio on the continent, but they're also wild and unpredictable. A tragic night has Scarlet finding herself locked away in a noble's household, trapped and forgotten until she is ready to fall in line. Seems to be Fae involved. Okay, forgotten secrets will come to light and she will discover the darkness extends far beyond her own kingdom. This is Melissa K. Roehrich, and I know that I have another book of hers, and people said that you should read this book first, and then other people say, you know what, it doesn't really matter, there are some mild spoilers, but I also think sometimes when people are like, oh, you need to read this one first, the only thing that's really spoiled are the two people that end up with each other. But if you read a romance book, at least halfway through the book, you already know which people are going to end up with each other. So I don't think that that's really a spoiler, because I feel like we kind of knew that was going to happen regardless. So seeing them together in a future book doesn't really spoil the book, because we kind of already knew things would end up like that. But I am intrigued. I'm intrigued about this one. And again, these were all on my wish list, because I shopped her wish list and she shopped mine, and then she picked things that she knew that I would probably enjoy. This one is, there are some, says, enjoy your gift from Allie Dawson. Wait, did I have this one on my list, or did she get me this one? A Kingdom of Blood and Salt. Did I have this on my list? In the last human kingdom, securing our future requires a sacrifice. I just never imagined it would be my heart. Oof. Okay. Athos is the last human city. A treaty with the Fae keeps the Fae, the vampires, and the wolf shifters at bay. Oh, it's everyone, baby. You're getting werewolf, you're getting vampires, you're getting Fae, you're getting human. It's not that thick, which I sometimes can really appreciate. Allie, was this from you, or did I have this on my wish list? But I'm very excited. Either way, that sounds really delicious. Is there anything left in here? There is one book left in here. And it is, okay. City of Gods and Monsters. This is Kayla Edwards. This, I know, either I had it on my wish list or I wanted to have it on my wish list. Death is only the beginning. Oh. This is The House of Devils, Book 1. Lauren Calla has only ever been ordinary, a human struggling to survive in a city that caters to the needs of vampires, werewolves, witches, and other supernatural creatures. Again, you are getting all of it. Until she barely escapes abduction by the hands of dark slayers, supernatural bounty hunters that possesses the sight. Ooh. Oh, and then she gets involved with one of the most feared dark slayers. Okay. This sounds exciting. When more women start disappearing and some of them slowly turn up dead, Lauren and Darian's search for answers takes them deep into Anglethene's corrupt underbelly, where they discover a dark secret that threatens to unravel their world. This is a thick one. 730 pages. Okay. That's not too much for me, but that's definitely a thicker one. Oh, I'm excited though. I have so many good books to read. I actually read a book in a day and a half, because I started reading it the day before yesterday, and then I finished it yesterday around 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, this was such a nice book. I really enjoyed it. Again, if you want to follow me on Goodreads and follow along with my reviews, I'll always leave my Goodreads down below. I'll also leave my Amazon recommends list, where I have books that I've read and given at least a 3-star that I recommend you to read within the last couple of years, if you want to see what books I am recommending. And please do subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you want to see more book things. I also do upload my travel vlogs here. I just recently had a Las Vegas travel vlog, if you want to follow around some of those things as well. And yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon again in the November and December reading wrap up. Bye.